O.
H-I.
O. Go Falcons.
Go Big Red! NYU! Go Blue!
I think the Firenze case study competition very much mirrors the day-to-day Microsoft work environment, where you're asked to solve problems with people who bring different functional skills to the table. You're asked to do it in a collaborative way to come up with the best possible solution, oftentimes under time pressure, in a marketplace that's rapidly changing.
And you think that you're really here to present your idea, but that's just the beginning. That's the initiation to the pledge. The second part of the competition is comprised of a lot of different business situations.
Many of the challenges that they were given from the sponsoring teams, and they relate directly to the projects that we have or are under consideration.
Can you create an immersive space using technology?
We envision how to export e-commerce platforms that are web-based onto mobile phones.
No problem's too big, there's no apprehension, and immediately you can throw 4 strangers into a room and they're all just jamming on a problem at the whiteboard, brainstorming through it and trying to collaboratively come up with something that's innovative and new.
It's innovation and exploration, and you can just push your concepts and ideas so much farther with a so much wider lens than you can with just one discipline.
With any grad program, it's really easy to feel siloed in whatever department you're in, so it was just really cool to have a chance to meet people from the disciplines of business and technology, but then also to realize that those same dilemmas are happening elsewhere in the world, and there are people who are overcoming that.
We have different perspectives, we have different ideas, we have different approaches, and we have different personalities too, and that brings a very fresh perspective representative of real life situation in a corporation or a company.
One of your friends will be king. It could be you, but not forever.
It creates a very dynamic environment where problems are looked at from 360 degrees. You don't see too much overall focus just on the numbers or just on the user experience or just upon how it's implemented, but the teams are really taking a holistic perspective on how do we solve this problem, can we actually bring it to market, and is there really money to be made by doing that?
One of the challenges that we had as a group was deciding what's important, how do we tell a story? What is the big idea, and what are some of the technical details that we can look at further down the line?
The best way to solve a problem, look at it from diverse perspectives, changing the views, changing the approaches. That way you come up with a solution that's comprehensive, that addresses the problem, that's future looking, that's taking a leap into the new areas, and Firenze lets us do it.
I'm very impressed by the balance between the drive for results from the students as well as their ability to recognize diverse perspectives and be open to them, and the importance of collaborating across a team.
Of course, it's going to be a conflict when you put 3 different people from 3 different disciplines into the same room and you're going to say that, how about a solution to the problem? I started thinking about it in one particular direction, but immediately the business guy shut me down and said, you're getting too narrow, which is awesome.
They actually go into wanting to play their role immediately versus thinking about a big picture. So then you have a little bit of conflict between which way they go. Is it design? Is it thinking about the back end? Is it the finances? How are we going to monetize this? And so usually somebody in the room will kind of bring them back to thinking about the big picture. Sometimes it may be HR, sometimes it's the GM, sometimes it's a question.
There's a lot of stereotypes about Microsoft being maybe not as innovative as other companies, but the fact that they're hosting this competition and actually execs are listening to our ideas, it totally reframed all my preconceptions.
It's just cool to see that there is this much innovation and that there is just this big department here that is so kind of forward-thinking and open to really kind of expanding their horizons and breaking out of the typical sort of corporate mold which I'd sort of associated with Microsoft.
I didn't really think design was a big part of what they do here, but now that I'm here I definitely see that I was wrong, and it's something they definitely look at and something that there's a strong focus on, and I would love to be part of it now in this experience.
I think it gets out there to people that are in college or in grad programs that Microsoft is thinking about being innovative and thinking about the next best thing.
The thing about this is it sort of rejuvenates your own spirit.
Incredibly inspiring to see the students come on campus and the energy they bring to the problems we give them, the creativity they bring to it, and just their willingness to both take feedback and look at problems from a different direction.
I had an opportunity to work with and meet people from all different types of schools, from all different disciplines that I never would have met otherwise, and a new way of thinking about approaching problems.
If your university has business, technology, and the design schools in one campus, I encourage everybody
whoever meets this criteria to come and participate.
We're Team Leonardo, and we just won the Firenze 2011 competition.
We're kind of a big deal.
So the question is, can you bring this diversity of ideas and this diversity of experiences and opinions together to form and stitch together a bigger concept? So I think that's the power of a great idea, and I think that's the power of Firenze.